be that actually the trend isn't reversing. We're seeing the break of the downtrend, but we're going to see it continue at something of a slower pace. So we're really looking for an opportunity to sell. What do we need to focus on? So the first thing to watch for is how the market behaves if it pushes back up to here. Do we see it fail? So if it fails, we've still got lower highs and lower lows. So it could be an opportunity to sell short here with a stop loss just above that previous high. So in terms of risk versus reward, a break of a downtrend like this or a break of an uptrend, we're looking to buy ahead of the previous low, can still be an opportunity to set up a good trade. Just because the trend breaks doesn't mean the market is suddenly going to reverse and go immediately the other way. We could see that trend continue, albeit at something of a slower pace. As I always say, that the theory is one thing, the real world is completely different. Not completely different, but different enough. So let's take a look at a real example where we could have put this in place. So for this example, we're going to take a look at the price of gold. So we've got a chart here. Each candlestick represents 4 hours worth of trading. Starting from 8th of September, price of gold is about just below 1360. And you can see we've got a good trend in place. We've got big resistance left here, around about 1316. The market moves quite a bit lower, but then down here starts breaking out of the trend. So a level we might want to watch is what happens if the price gets close to here. So let's just pick that up on the chart. So we've picked up on that big resistance as usual. Let's jump forward in time. So the market has a decent rally following the break, but you can see the nerves start coming in again ahead of this big level. So some people might think that's still a major obstacle. We've had the trend line break, we've had a half decent rally, but this big level's been left there. Maybe again, it's another opportunity to sell short with stops above, assuming the trend is going to resume. Let's jump forward a bit further. So the market did turn around, and interestingly, it sold off, and we're back now near the previous low. So now we can flip things around the other way. Do we see strength coming back in? I don't know what happened next, because this was what was happening as I was filming it. But for some people, down here ahead of 1260, if we see strength coming in, this could be another opportunity to get in on a low risk, but potentially high reward trade. So the other option, if a trend line breaks, is that it does actually start off being the start of a new trend. So let's take a look at just how we might want to deal with that. The other way of playing the trend line break, if we think this is going to be a reversal of the trend, but we don't want to jump on straight away because we think the market may take a while to get going, is to watch how the market reacts if it pushes back to that previous low. So let's just see what we're focusing on here. So the market breaks the trend line, has a bit of a rally, and then pulls back. And it's what happens when we get back to that previous low. Clearly, if that previous low gets broken, then the trend is still down. We've made a lower low, so the trend is continuing just at a slower rate. But if we see maybe a bit of strength coming in ahead of the previous low, again, this can be an opportunity. We're looking to buy. We've got a logical place for our stop loss below that low that has so far held, and potentially we're in at the start with low risk for the start of a new trend. Okay, so there's my beautifully hand-drawn example hourly candlestick chart, and I've picked up on the trend here that was from the 6th of October through to the 12th of October, so just over a week's worth of trade. You can see the trend did a good job. A couple of touches, three or more touches all the way up. And then it starts to break down here. So we start breaking down the 12th of October, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, breaks below these previous lows. So it leads us to think, well, maybe this is the start of a trend reversal. But we might want to wait for a bit more confirmation and a better level to get in. So what we're going to look at are these old highs up here. This is where we're going to focus on and look to place our stop above. Let's just highlight that. So what we want to see is how the market reacts if it does run back to these old highs. If it runs out of steam, it could be an opportunity to sell short. So we've jumped forward here. We can see the market did sell off a little bit, then rallied quite strongly back into this level, but the level held. We saw the market run out of steam. So again, the failure ahead of that level could be an opportunity to sell short with stops somewhere above let's see what happened in the end. This did end up being a major turning point for the market. The break of the trend line, the market drifted, went back, retested, couldn't break. So again, a good low risk, potential high reward opportunity, and the market did start a new trend lower. So there's an example where the break of a trend line, wait to see how it reacts. In an uptrend, does it take out the previous high? In a downtrend, does it take out the previous low? And it can be a good trading opportunity. So there are two trading ideas there. As usual, like I always say, none of this stuff is going to work all the time. Otherwise, you'd never have. Market gets there, so we have stuff to come. But as usual, thumbs up. One's on foreign exchange, equities, cryptocurrencies, as well as these regular technical analysis and charting videos. And of course, finally, if you're not subscribed, click on